What's going on, GeoFuck Site Perspectives? And I'm talking about it, okay? Omarion did an interview with DJ Vlad TV, and there's like multiple parts to it, and it's on YouTube. You can check it out. Omarion DJ Vlad TV interview. First of all, he asked the questions that everybody wanted to know, like, so what's going on with you, especially with this Apryl Jones and Little Fizz, issue going on, situation going on. And Omarion is just salute that man, because the way Omarion is handling himself with all this crazy shit is the way that I recommend we all deal with toxic, narcissistic people. He's very calm, cool, and collective. He's doing him. And don't get me wrong, I'm sure it hurts, because this past year I've been recovering and healing from a toxic situation that I dealt with last year. And it's been going on a full year since I've seen this person. And I'm still healing, and I'm taking my time. So I know more than likely, yeah, you're hurt. You're hurt. It's upsetting to think that somebody that you care about, that you may have even loved, especially if you have a child with that person, would then turn around and do all this fake, bizarre shit. But you guys, this is how narcissistic people roll, okay? They don't care. What do you not get? I mean, this person clearly is lacking emotional intelligence and doesn't have much of a conscience, because for you to sit up and do the shit that Apryl and Little Fizz are doing. Yeah. So anyways, Omarion got on DJ Vlad TV and basically was like, to be honest, if they're happy, I'm happy for them. I'm glad that they're able to have love and happiness together. And I know a lot of people are like, what? But that's the best way to go, because again, when you're truly healing, why would you want to wish bad on somebody else? And my thing is this: energy goes both ways, honey. So if you're wishing bad on somebody, there's probably going to be bad shit happening to you. So shout out to Omarion, because again, when you're truly healing and taking a more mature route, you're not going to wish bad on anybody. So I'm glad that he's like, if they're happy, I'm happy. If they're free, I'm free. You know what I mean? And I love that, because he's not feeding into it. He's not getting caught up into the narcissistic playground, because narcissists, they purposely do and say things to get your attention so they can trigger you into reacting. And most of the time when we react, because it's been going on for so long, however, other people probably don't know it's been going on for so long, or they're just not aware of all the ins and outs of the toxic relationship, or what I like to call situationship or relationship. So by the time you do react, you look unhinged, crazy, bitter, out of control, and now you're the toxic one. So that's why it's so important to just, yes, it hurts. Yes, it's painful. Yes, it takes a lot of strength and discipline, but overwhelmingly in the long run, it's just better to play it safe and play it cool instead of acting crazy. Let that toxic person show their true colors. So again, Omarion is just like, it is what it is. I think they should change their narrative, which shout out to Omarion again, because I think we all can agree with that. Like, y'all grown as hell in y'all late 20s, 30s, sitting up, clearly doing everything for clout. You're doing everything for attention. I mean, come on. Again, y'all in y'all late 20s, 30s, sitting up, posting pictures, talking about how good such and such penis is, vagina is, sex game is this. Oh, and then you got Little Fizz. Oh, I had to wait my turn. Like, come on, bruh. The only reason why y'all posting what y'all posting is because you're trying to get a reaction out of Omarion. That's exactly what you're doing. And this is what narcissistic, toxic people do. Hello, everything is about show when it comes to these people. It's a big game. They never cared about you, and it's just, they never cared. They don't have a conscience. There is something severely wrong with them. I'm just going to call it for what it is. There's something wrong with you to be behaving like that. And a lot of us, unfortunately, get caught up in these narcissistic, toxic, one-sided relationships from hell. And then he goes on to say, you know, at the end of the day, Little Fizz, we're business partners, essentially. I mean, hello. And I will say this, you know, as hard as it is, never let a toxic bitch, nigga, person mess up your bag. Okay, because at the end of the day, we live in a capitalist society, and we have to have money to live in a capitalist society. So don't let some toxic person screw up your capabilities of earning a living. And I like how he basically said, you know, it is what it is. He's still a business partner. You know, we came back together as B2K the brand. 15 years later, we had a very successful tour. I mean, they literally brought back the Scream tour and everybody went. I know so many of my associates and friends who actually went to see them perform, and they sold out, they made a lot of money, and they're doing it, they're killing it. And I love how he's like, you know, despite him, Little Fizz and Apryl, we still got to get this money. And like I said, I just appreciate how he's taking, to me, the more mature, truly healing growth route versus getting on social media and bashing Apryl and Little Fizz, because we all know how easy that is to do. And that's, again, that's what the narcissist wants. They want you to get on social media so y'all can bash each other and drag each other through the mud. They want you to participate in the smear campaign. They want you to you know, get off track and be unhinged and triggered by their immature behavior and actions. So it's amazing to see Omarion, as he says, I feel no ways. And hey, y'all, go and listen to Drake, Feel No Ways, because I'm about to listen to that as I drive to work. But he said it, I feel no ways. Like, it is what it is. And again, when you truly are healing and you get to that point where you have fully healed, and I mean, I'm on my way, you know, it's a steady, ongoing process, and I'm not ashamed to say it's been basically a year and I'm still healing. I'm not ashamed of it. You know, again, when you actually cared about a person and then come to find out you've been lied to, you've been led astray, you were being used and manipulated, yeah, it's gonna take time. You know, it takes shorter for some, longer for some, but it's all on an individual basis. But yeah, once you get to that healing part, you really do become unfazed. And once you become unfazed, you start having an indifference. You're indifference. So you don't really care and you don't really not care. It is what it is. And once you get to that stage, it's over with. You know, and I don't think, you know, a lot of toxic people don't realize you're not going to be able to keep coming back and forth to people. You'd be surprised, because a lot of them do the Hoover attempts to try to get you, you know, back into the toxic cycle. But once a person gets to that indifference zone, they ain't coming back, honey, because now it's too far gone. Like, it was nothing for me to block the other person. I mean, I've got to the point where now I'm like, I really don't care, you know. You could be on fire at this point. I'm not going to pay attention. So anyways, shout out to Omarion.